You can go ahead and do that.
So last button, okay. So TC underscore, it's a sixth object, right? Sixth object, okay, 6.1, okay. Sixth object, we are going to enter the first test case. What is that one? Help button, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How we can specify? Enter valid data in all fields. Click on help button, right? Enter valid data in all fields. Click on help button. Okay. So what will happen? Sankita, can you hear me, right? So
Yeah,
here
I
in,
can.
yeah, what will happen if we enter valid data in office and click on help button? What happen? Whatever the data we
Uh,
enter, click on help button. What happen? Pop-up message should
you
display.
show, yeah, password is Mercury.
Exactly, right? So that is only just passed. Next, TC underscore 6.2 help button, right? This is the third test case. So how we can specify? Enter invalid data in all fields and click on OK button, right? Enter invalid data, right?
Mm-hmm.
So observe what happened in this situation. Also same thing, right? Okay. So help button. What happened once you click the help button? Pop-up message should display password is Mercury, right? And after that, leave all fields as blank and click on help button and leave some fields as blank and some fields as some data and click on see. So what happened? Same thing.
I think
In
it
this
says the
situation,
same thing. Same
yes,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
We need to prepare test cases, right? So guys, observe here, after preparing test cases, okay, so what we need to do, we need to prepare test data, okay. So test data, how the work will be processed, I will explain it clearly. Right. So after the test cases got finished, next we need to prepare test data. So observe, once we write in the test cases, now we need to prepare test data. So test data means what, guys? To test the application, some input data or input value we are giving, right or not. So that we need to prepare. Okay. So that's we are calling it as a test data. That we need to prepare it. What value we have to enter, what is valid data, what is invalid data, right? That we are going to prepare it. So observe here. So we are using two design techniques. Observe these we are calling it as a these techniques we are calling it as a black box testing techniques. Okay, black box testing technique. First one is boundary value analysis. Okay, first one is boundary value analysis. So boundary value analysis, how the work will be processed means observe. So in boundary value analysis means, for example, when range kind of input we need to give, okay, boundary value analysis, what situation we are using is when range kind of then we are using this BVA, boundary value analysis. Okay, so range kind of input. Okay, so range kind of input means what? Observe, I will explain. To open a first document. Observe here. So agent name. Just of the agent name required field, the field should allow only alphabets of minimum 5 to maximum 8. Some range is given, right? So a minimum 5 to maximum 8, like that. Some range is given. Okay. So observe. Means then we can go ahead with the BBA. Some range, if we want to give range kind of input. Okay. Then we are using BBA. So what is the syntax for this one? Okay, what is the syntax for this one is, observe, it's a upper bound or lower boundary, that is minimum equals to, right? So minimum minus 1 equals to minimum plus 1 equals to the next upper boundary equals to maximum minus 1 equals to, right, maximum plus 1. Okay, so that is the syntax. So how the work will be processed? So this is the thing. Okay, in this example. Okay, so how the work will be processed, I will explain it clear. So how to perform, how we are going to prepare data for this one means, observe. So as per this requirement, guys, let me know, as per this requirement, what is the minimum value here?
Minimum is 5.
Exactly, minimum is 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what input data we need to give? So it says
Muted.
it should allow only alphabets. Okay, it should allow only alphabets, right? Means 5 alphabets we need to give, right? Okay, so observe whether it is valid or invalid. So as per the requirement, minimum is 5, right? So 5 is valid only, right or not? Valid data as per this requirement. Next, minimum minus 1. So what is the minimum? 5, right? Minus 1 equals to
4.
4. 4 data we need to give. Input data, 4 alphabets we need to give, right? So that is valid or invalid? Whether it is valid or invalid?
That's in.
Unmuted.
Invalid, right? Why? Because minimum 5, as per the requirement, should be minimum 5, right? So we can specify it as a invalid data. Next, maximum plus 1. Maximum, so minimum plus 1. Minimum is 5, right? Plus 1 equals to 6.
6.
6 alphabets we need to give, right? Valid or invalid?
Valid.
Valid? Valid.
Exactly. Valid only. So the next, maximum. What is the maximum as per this requirement?
8.
Exactly. So 8 letter we need to give, right? Okay. So whether it is valid or invalid?
That's valid.
So what is the maximum minus 1? Maximum is 8 minus 1 equals to 7, right? 7 alphabets we need to give. Whether it is valid or invalid?
Valid.
Yes. Next, maximum is 8 plus 1 equals to 9. Okay. 9 alphabets we need to give.
Invalid.
Valid or invalid?
Invalid.
It's invalid data. Like that, we need to prepare the data, right? So, guys, I'm giving you another task. Okay?
Yeah.
In this only, I'm giving another task, another scenario. Why? Because in a company level, we may find different situations, right? Okay? So, how to resolve that one? I will please let me know. So, for example, observe field should accept. Yeah, field should accept up to 6 alphabets. And observe, it should not be left empty. Okay, so there is a task, right? So, like, just like explain me how the work will be processed. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to copy paste this one. Then, okay, let me know. So, I think who are having controls? I think in the last session, all of you I'm giving controls anyway. So, I think Ashim having controls perfectly, or Gaurav, I didn't remember.
I was having some issue.
Go ahead and do it. Take the controls and prepare this one. Yeah, Ankita taking the controls. Go ahead, Ankita.
Not able to type it.
Just click on that one. Yes. Yeah, right now, right? You're able to type it.
No, it's not working.
You cannot type it now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then just take Ashim. Go ahead. Take the controls and go ahead.
Okay.
Lower boundary would be
So, like for 6 alphabets, I think it's 6.
field should accept up to 6. So lower minimum would be 1.
Accept up to 6 alphabets. So, minimum,
Minimum would be 1.
yeah, 1, yeah. Okay. Okay. Just one alphabet, right? Same.
Well,
Go to lower boundary and minimum put 1 first.
the
Lower
very
boundary
first line.
Yeah.
on the first line. Just like in between the lower boundary and minimum 1.
No. The very first line, the one that says in parentheses lower boundary minimum equal 1. Yeah,
So
right there.
right over here. Yeah,
1.
just put. And
So it would be
is this
just one
correct
letter.
or just put 1 later?
Just one,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
One more. There you go.
So
So the next one, it's
1 minus 1 0.
right.
And I have a question, guys.
1 second, guys. Just give me a second. Please, 1 second, please.
Mhm.
Yeah, sorry guys, take the controls in my head. Yeah, what's your doubt? Someone is asking some doubt.
Oh no, I think I got it. I think I was doing the first time when I did was I think I was doing the maximum because this one's the minimum and it says that it should not be left empty. So minimum I think it will be 1. So this one that's not, yeah, no,
No, minimum is 1 minus 1 equals to 0 actually, right?
0. Yep, that one's 0. Yep.
It means 0 is a null value, right? Null is invalid data,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Like that.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Are we doing this?
AB. Dash, dash, dash. That's valid.
Yeah, and I think the maximum is 6.
Mm-hmm.
This will be 6,
So,
right?
mhm.
Okay.
Maximum minus 1.
Is that fine, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, right. So here, like this, we have to prepare test data. And also, I'm giving another scenario. So why? Because in a real time, you face different situations, right? The scenario is, observe, field should accept only 5 digits. This is the scenario. So how you do? Anyone, all of you having controls? Okay, take the controls and do it. For technical, Ashim. Go ahead, Ashim. Gaurav and Gopal, if you want to do, go ahead. Take the controls. Just move the cursor, you can have it. Who are doing?
Okay. Should I go for it, guys?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
So field should accept only 5 digits.
Minimum would be 5 equals 5. All right. Sorry, who's doing it? I'm giving up.
That's 5 digits, right? It's not alphabets.
Right. It's 5 digits, so it would be
Digits, okay.
1. Sorry. That's I. Data. Minimum minus 1. So that's 5.
5 digits. 1 second, Rupali. Here 5 digits, right? So 5 digits means 1, 2,
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
okay? Go ahead.
Okay. So here it's going to be equal 5 minus 1 equals 4. Right?
Yeah.
So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Mm-hmm.
And valid data.
Yeah.
Here it's going to be 5 plus 1 equals, oh, sorry.
It's plus.
Yeah. Plus 1 equals
This is 6.
6.
So that's invalid too.
Right. I guess
Yeah.
everything is. Upper maximum would be
I think that's 5 too.
5, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think that's 5 too.
Sorry. Max equal 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this would be
Valid data.
valid data.
Yeah.
So maximum is 5 minus 1 equal 4. Maximum 5 add 1 equals 6. Oops. I'll commit one copy and paste. I was trying to be lazy. Okay.
Right? So like this we need to prepare it, right? Yes. Next, second the technique, ECP. So when we are using ECP, ECP means when more than one requirement is given. Okay? When more than one requirement is given, then we are using ECP. Okay? So when more than one requirement is given, then we are using ECP, equivalence class partition. So what is meant by the more than one requirement? Means observe. Just take an example of agent. So agent, just take agent field. The field should allow alphabets. That is one requirement. And range is given like minimum 5 to maximum 8. That is another requirement. Okay, and it should not be left empty. That is another requirement. So more than one requirement is given, then we can go ahead with ECP, right? So the test data, we need to prepare test data means observe. I will explain you how to prepare test data. So for that, first we need to take a field name. Okay, so what is the field name? First I am going to go ahead with the agent name. Okay, agent name. Next, input data, result, whether it is valid or invalid, we need to write it. First one is field name, input data, result, whether it is valid or invalid, we have to specify. So first one, we can go ahead with the BVA, boundary value analysis. Okay, so BVA, how the creative process means. Okay, so first one. So as per the agent name requirement, agent name we know already. Minimum 5 to maximum 8 alphabets only it is accepted. So what is the minimum value?
5.
5, right? So data is 5 values, right? Ankita. Whether it is valid or invalid?
Valid.
It is valid, right? So next, minimum minus 1 equals to 4, right? Whether it is valid or invalid?
Invalid.
Invalid data. Next, minimum plus 1, right? So minimum plus 1 equals to 6, right?
Mhm.
Valid or invalid?
Valid.
Yes, valid only, right? So next, maximum. What is the maximum value? 8, right? So 8 alphabets we need to give, right? How Ashin? Valid or invalid? It's valid only, right? So then maximum minus 1 equals to 7, right? Valid or invalid?
Valid.
Valid. Next, maximum plus 1 equals to
Invalid.
9.
9. It's an invalid data, right? So after that, we can go ahead with the ECP, equivalence class partition. So observe here. So for DCP, how we can able to test it means observe. In this situation, okay, we can accept alphabets, right? So that alphabets, if you are testing in a capital letters, that is valid or invalid, means capital A to Z. So if we are giving capital letters A to Z, that is valid or invalid. It is valid only. Why? Because in the requirements it doesn't specify. It is case sensitive. So we write like that, small letters, capital letters, like that. It is not mentioned. Okay. So if it is mentioned, then it is case sensitive, right? So there is no mention. So anything, small letters and capital letters, both are valid only, right?
Yes.
Okay. And like that, small one, small A to Z. If you enter small A to Z, that is also valid, right? And blank values. So in the requirements clearly mentioned, blank values is
Invalid.
if it's not left empty, means blank values are valid only, right? Okay. And special characters like these, valid or invalid?
Invalid.
Alphabets, anything is invalid, right? Next, digits like point ranges 2.3, 2.9, like this, valid or invalid?
Invalid.
Invalid.
Mm-hmm.
Next, now digits 0 to 9 numbers like digits, valid or invalid?
Invalid.
Invalid. Alphanumeric means combination of alphabets and numerics, valid or invalid?
Invalid.
Yes, it is also invalid.
Invalid.
Okay. Why? Because except alphabets, anything is invalid. So like that we need to prepare. Okay. Like that we need to prepare the data. Next, I want to prepare the data for the password field also. Okay. So what is the field name? Password. So just try to analyze what is the valid one, invalid one. Okay. So just see the requirement of password. What is specified? Observe, the field should allow only alphabets of only 7 characters, and it should not be left empty. And the password is called Mercury. Okay. So this is one thing.
Sirisha,
So
I'm sorry to interrupt. This
yeah,
it says at the end, the password called Mercury.
yeah,
That is the actual password, so you cannot use any other password. Is that correct?
exactly.
Okay, just
We
checking.
need to
Thank
use
you.
that 7-letter Mercury only.
Okay.
Okay. One- Okay, sorry guys. So how to prepare this one? Means, so observe. So as per the requirement, what is the minimum? First observe here clearly. Requirement. The field should allow only alphabets of 7 characters. It should accept only 7 characters. Okay, only alphabets, 7 alphabets only it is accepted. And it should not be left empty. The password called Mercury, and there is no case system. Means observe here. So what is the minimum value? It accepts only 7 characters. Minimum maximum 7 only, right? So input data. Which input data we need to give? Observe, it accepts Mercury only. Other than Mercury, anything is invalid data. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the minimum minus 1? That is 6, right?
Yes.
Mercury. That is invalid data.
Invalid.
Minimum plus 1 is 8,
8.
right? That is also invalid data. Next, maximum is also 7. Minimum maximum 7, right? What is the data? Mercury, right?
Mercury.
Observe, Mercury only we need to give. That is all accepted. It's clearly mentioned. The password should be Mercury, right? So it
Yes.
is valid data. Maximum minus 1 means 6, right? that is invalid data, right? Maximum plus 1 is 8.
8.
That is invalid data, right? So in each requirement is given, then we can go ahead with ECP. Of course, here is having a lot of requirements, right? The password should accept alphabets and 7 characters and should not be left empty, and the password is Mercury and there is no case sensitive, right? Lot of requirements are there, right? So ECP, how we are going to prepare ECP means, so if you enter capital Mercury, observe here it is accept only Mercury only. A to Z we cannot give it, right? A to Z is not accepting. Only Mercury only it is accepting. So that we are checking with, if we are given capital letters, Mercury in capital letters, is it valid or invalid?
Valid.
Valid.
Valid. Why? Because it's clearly mentioned sensitive means whether it is we are giving it a capital letters or small letters. Anything is valid. So Mercury in small letters also valid, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And blank values is clearly
Invalid.
mentioned. Blank values is invalid, right? There is no cases. Sorry, the field should not be left empty. Okay.
Mhm.
And special characters. Special characters also invalid, right? Digits like point ranges, alphanumerics, except Mercury, everything is invalid, right?
Yes.
We have to specify like that. Clear, guys?
It's clear.
Okay. So right, like that we need to specify the test data. So after preparing this data, right? So this test data I want to attach in this particular cases. In the particular test case, we are having test data field is there, right? So agent name values, agent name data I want to specify in this here, right? How means just observe. This is the agent name values, right? So here I am going to write the agent name. This is the test data, right? Okay, test data. Here in the test data, first see the cell reference number. Okay, so of course you can able to click anywhere. Just click anywhere. Cell reference number is going. You can able to click anywhere under this. Okay, let's say H10. I am going to take a H10. Okay, so observe. Right click, hyperlink. Okay, so the test data place in the same document. Okay, so I am taking the place in this document only, the folder which is placed in this document only. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so place in this document only. And what is the cell reference number? Just now we just checked it out, right?
H10.
H10, right? Of where we put the data in the test data file. So every Excel sheet having some files, right? Excel 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay, in the test data, I just rename this one as a test data. In this is there. So observe. If I click on that one, it is automatically navigating to the right. Clear?
Yes.
So like that, for password field also I am providing. You can able to click anywhere, I already explained. Okay, so for example, I am clicking here, H60, right? Cell reference number is H60, okay. So password field, I am going to give password field. So here it is, right? So this is a password test data. So how to give it? Right click, hyperlink. So place in this document only, right? Same document. It's a H60, right or not? Of test data. So if I click on that one, it is navigating to the password field, right or not?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
Like that, work will be process. Clear it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So after we are preparing test cases and test data, what we need to do? We are waiting for the build. Prepare test case and test data. We are waiting for the bull. So observe. Once we prepare test case and test data, now we are waiting for the build software, right? So once the build is ready, like project is ready, right? We need to execute. Means we need to execute all those test cases on that build, right or not? We need to execute all those test cases on that build, right? So means we are in execution phase, right? Third one is
Execution phase.
execution phase. So second one is finish, right? It is development phase. Okay. So third one is execution phase. Means observe. One fine day we will get the build from development team, right? After we are getting the software on build, now we need to start executing all those test cases on that build, right? So here we are having some execution process. What is the execution process? Is observe. Perform the action which is described in the description. Okay, so we need to perform the action which is described in this description column. So here it is. This is the description column, right? We need to perform this action. Okay. After that, we need to observe the actual behavior of the application. Right? Observe the actual behavior of the application. Okay. Then observe value compare with expected result. Okay. Compare with observe value compare with expected result. If both are equal, then we are saying it as a as expected. If both are not equal, then we are
Muted.
observed value and actual value. If both are equal, then we are specifying it as expected. If both are not equal, okay, in the execution phase we are specifying it as a actual result. We are specifying it as a not as expected. Right? So okay, so today we are going to do the GUI test case. We are going to finish. So observe GUI test cases. So observe GUI test cases. How the work will be processed means observe. Here we need to perform the action which is described in the description column. So first build is released. Okay, this is the build. 1 second. This is the build, right? This is the application, right? So here we are going to start testing, right? First, what is the first one? Open the application by clicking on it, right or not? So actually what happening here? What you observed, application is open, right or not? So what is the expected result? Application should get open. So guys, both are equal or not equal? Observed value is equals to the expected result or not?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is, right? Then we can specify it as an actual result. We are writing it as expected, right?
Yeah.
So next, check the availability of all fields. So check the availability of all fields. All fields are available or not? As per the first document, agent name, password, okay, cancel, help, all fields are available, right? Right or not?
Yeah.
Login. So we are not missing anything. So that is also, we are expecting also same thing. As per the first documents, all fields should available, right?
Mm-hmm.
As per FRS, all fields are available properly. So here it is also same thing as expected. Both are equal. Check the consistency. All fields consisted properly or not? Yes. All fields are consisted properly. Then it is also as expected. And spelling mistake. Did you find any mistakes?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
So what happened here? Do you find any spelling mistakes?
No.
No. So what we are
No.
expecting, so without any spelling mistake, application should get displayed. Both are equal or not equal?
As expected.
Exactly. So check the alignment. So as per the FRS document, all fields aligned properly or not? Yes, it is,
Yeah,
right?
they
Agent
are.
password after that, okay, cancel help.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is, right? This is also
As expected.
exactly. Then, what about the next thing? Check the tab order. Okay, so I'm going to first of all, if I click on tab order, observe tab should follow according to the fields presented on the application.
Yeah,
Right?
that's also okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So there is also
As
as
expected.
next cursor focusing. Check the cursor focusing. So
Yeah, it
once we
is
open the
mentioned.
application, here, so check the cursor focusing means observe. I'm trying to open the application. So by default, where is the cursor?
Agent
Agent,
name.
right? So
Yeah,
actually, what we are expected.
same.
By
So
default,
it's
cursor should
as
link on agent
expected.
name. Yes, exactly, as expected. Will be processed. And what about the execution phase of functional test cases? In the next session, we are going to discuss.
Okay.
Okay, so tomorrow we are going to discuss about this concept.
Okay,
Then,
Suresha, can you please mail me this Excel sheet too of
yeah,
these test cases and review report and test data?
definitely. Right now, I'm mailing you. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, then. Bye, bye,
Bye
guys. Thank
bye.
you so
Okay.
much.
Bye bye.
Bye. Everybody, bye.
Bye.